Hot 89.1.
There we go. There we go.
Tell him,
Good evening. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Good evening. Good evening.
Thanks for tuning in. This is ANTONITA LESHAE. Thanks for tuning in to Hot 89.1 FM, the Truth Now Talk Show. I am your host, ANTONITA LESHAE, and my producer here is...
I'm DJ Stretch. What's going on?
And our guest tonight is R&B sensation, LEVELLE. How are you, LEVELLE? How are you doing this evening?
I'm great. How about y'all?
I'm good. I usually start the show off with talking a little bit about the guests, giving them a little intro of who you are. So I'm just going to start by saying, well, we're going to welcome you to the Truth Now Talk Show. LEVELLE, also known as LB, is an R&B neo-soul artist and songwriter from Kansas City. He has dedication and drive for his music career. The development of his unique style is a result of his musical influences and life experiences. Growing up in a talented musical family meant LB was always surrounded by different forms of music. That's a snippet of what I have. We do know that you have song background for what is his name? Many stars, many artists.
Wilson.
Charlie Wilson. You sung you did a collaboration with Anthony Hamilton. You performed with Tank. A number of artists out here, male artists. Any female artists have you performed with? Let's talk about some females. Have you done anything with them?
Absolutely. SWV,
Okay.
Brownstone, Changing Faces, Escape.
So you started out in the background realm. You were a background singer first before you went off to do your solo career?
I was actually always a solo artist.
Mm-hmm.
I got blessed to do background for Charlie Wilson.
Okay.
And so that's how Charlie discovered me, because I've done several shows with Charlie Wilson, opening up the show and just, giving it my all every time I had the opportunity.
Okay, tell us a little bit more about you, because it was limited information. I know you're from Kansas City. You're from the Midwest. I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Chicago, but I live in beautiful sunny Las Vegas right now. Tell us about who you really are. Just give us a synopsis of that.
LEVELLE is a family man, a God-fearing man. I love what I do musically. I love touching people, and I just want to be in the era of bringing back that good old love and respectful music that we all can listen to.
Okay, because you remember the saying, saying that has been going around is R&B is dead. It's not alive. So artists like you, Anthony Hamilton, we got PJ Morton, we have Usher still, we have those Tank that's still giving us R&B music. Where do you see R&B music going, or where it is right now?
Well, I definitely feel like it's the generations have changed as far as our music, and it's I don't feel like R&B is dying. I just feel like for those that really know R&B, to just get behind it and help push it, because without y'all, we can't keep it going. That's
Right.
where it would die, when people stop supporting it and pushing it.
Who are some of your inspirations behind your music?
Of course, like Charlie Wilson, the Isley Brothers, Gerald Levert, um, Sam Cooke, those guys, James Brown, um,
Okay.
Al Green, those guys were really big and a big influence to me.
All right, we're adding stretches coming in. He's
No, I'm
gonna
gonna
add.
get it. I'm gonna get it. Go ahead. Do you think?
So now I just want to touch on a bit about that your music and your song Fell in Love has been streaming and doing real well in what we call Chicago style stepping. Are you familiar with that? Because we host a lot of Chicago style stepping events here and across the nation. And that song has been streaming and doing quite well in our community. Are you aware of that?
I'm aware of it now. I know Derek Brown out of Chicago.
Okay.
He told me that Chicago is a stepping place.
It's the
And
mecca. It's the mecca of
yeah,
stepping. It is.
Derek is over. I want to say WGCI.
Okay. Okay.
Derek Brown.
Okay.
But I mean, thank you for bringing awareness to me. So I'll know. I'm actually coming to Chicago July 1st.
Yes, I saw that with Kitty Lattimore, and after seven,
After
going to
seven, yeah.
talk to us about that. It's going to be out at the Country Club Hills. I think that's the outdoor theater that's there.
Yes.
Yes, and that's generally a nice venue to hold the outside events.
Uh-huh.
So I may pop in on you guys.
Please do.
Check. Yes, I am. I'm thinking about making my way down there. I'm like Kenny Lattimore, one of my favorites. Then now you're my favorite because I just love your voice. Your voice, you can feel that soul in your voice.
Wow.
And
Thank
that's
you
what's
so much.
missing. And that's what's been missing in music of late. And for you to bring that back and to really hone in on that talent that you have, it's exciting for the culture. Because we all about the culture right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so that tour is that going to be a tour with you and Kenny Lattimore, or just a one-time concert?
No, we are talking about doing a nice little 30-city run, so that would be great to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's one of those for the ladies. Is that one of the tours, one of the events for the ladies?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, knowing you guys are supporting a song like that, I may need to come down and attend one of y'all's events.
Oh, come on now.
Live.
If you need some people to dance on stage with you for that Fell in Love, I can make that happen for you. Because for that, if I don't know if they have that, but if you can kind of wing that, we can get a few steppers in on that when you're in Chicago, that we can reach out to and hook that up for you to get a few of them out there to dance.
I would love to see what y'all can put to it.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, here's Stretch.
Oh yeah, I'm in the thing now, baby.
Yes, sir.
I'm up in here. I can go somewhere else and get my talk on.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Man of the Hour.
Yes, sir.
I know you love to sing, right?
Absolutely.
I saw the video you were turning the women on. I was kind of mad.
Don't be bad.
I was kind of mad. I started to call you and find out who your pastor was and call him and tell him that you're clowning.
It's all love.
I started to do it, but I said, I'm gonna wait till I talk to him first.
I thank you for
So
that.
how did you and Anthony Hamilton? I'm gonna be roaming around. I'm not gonna just only sit here because I'm gonna move around. How did you and because I know Anthony Hamilton myself. I did a release party for him in Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah, and and when I first met him, I thought he was a little boy. So I'm 6'5", so hey.
Right.
So how did you guys? I'm gonna be moving around. How did you guys come together? How did y'all get together on that particular song? Or the thing is, I want to know: did you write it, or what plan did you have with that song?
Absolutely. Me and my good friend Jay Sean Champion. He's Jason Champion's little brother, Men at Large,
Okay.
out of Cleveland. Me and him do all the writing and the collabing. But I was blessed to do a couple shows with Anthony, and I just uh, I fell in love with his soul, how he took over the stage and just gave the people everything he had, and the first show for me was um and
There we go. That's better.
okay.
That's
And
better.
so when we came up with this song, my good friend, we sent it over to Anthony, and Anthony heard it, and the rest was history. He was like, "Yeah, Lavelle, this is what I stand for,"
Mm.
and the song is doing exactly what we put it out to do. That's to get back to showing love, letting people know it's okay to be in love, and just a real good feel good song on some real traditional R&B music. A real good feel good song
Okay. Can you hear me, Lavelle?
Yes, I can.
Okay, all right. So again, he asked a question about Anthony Hamilton. Are you guys going to be working on any new music?
I believe we will be. A lot of people are asking, for more
Mm-hmm.
from me and Anthony. They love the collab. They say we gel together very well. So I truly believe we will be doing something else together.
Okay. We look forward to seeing that too. Any other collaborations? Because I know I listen to country music. And are you familiar with Jimmy Allen?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so Jimmy Allen had a show and he had talked about the importance of collaborations. That's something that's really can enhance one's career. And back in the day, there was a lot of those going on back in the 60s, the 70s. You have those groups. So to have the collaborations, to really see that come back, where do you see yourself with doing more of that, more collaborations?
Well, on my new project coming out, Promise to Love, I have Anthony Hamilton, of course.
Hmm.
I got Raheem Devine on a song.
Okay.
I have After Seven on a song.
Okay.
Then I did a gospel album with Sicardi Cortez.
I heard about that. And what's the name of that song?
Push.
Push.
Yeah.
And what does push mean? When you say push, the meaning behind push.
No matter what you go through, no matter the circumstance, push your way through. It may look rough, it may be tough, but you push your way through, you know.
Amen. And I felt that. I felt that that's what the meaning behind that was.
Yeah.
I mean, especially with us coming out of the pandemic, and it's been a rough, what you might as well say, going on 3 years that
Yeah.
we had to endure that. And speaking on that, how has your music been? Because it seemed like even during the pandemic, we were listening to your song. We were stepping to it. And that's when I first heard the song at a stepping event in California, actually.
Wow.
Or no, and two, I heard it on a radio station in San Antonio. They were playing, and I was like, who is this? What's his name? And so when I heard that, I was like, and it's been out, what, a little over a year, correct? But yeah, almost a year.
It's been almost 2 years.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
See, you see how prevalent that song still is?
Mm-hmm.
It's still,
Well, it's still and I've learned a valuable lesson as well. Not to rush.
Mhm.
Um, of course, you got to stay relevant with time, so you got to continue putting out music.
Right.
But you know, let the song live before you kill it. You know, because as of today, it's still like one of the most added songs on people's playlists. It's still streaming very high, and it's still a song that a lot of radio stations that didn't get it then, you know, they getting calls for
right
because they
now.
like you know, they heard it
Mm-hmm.
and they went back home and said, "Have you heard of this song?" Blah blah blah. And then when they looked it up, it was like, "Oh wow!" You know,
Yeah.
I did an interview a couple weeks ago. A radio station in Memphis, and
Mm-hmm.
someone kept calling in for the song. They heard it,
Wow.
they started playing it, and it's been going crazy down there. So it's like the song has picked up legs and just took off. It's not even walking no more; it's still running. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard that saying before because I just released a song myself. I sings as well,
Okay.
and I'm like pushing this song, and somebody said maybe a year, and I released it in February, and somebody said, well, maybe it's gonna pick. It's my first really release, but they said it's going to pick up. People are going to be listening to that a year later and be like, oh, what's that song? So I'm rushing. I'm like, I'm in a point where I'm like, I need to release the second song. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
let this marinate, let this get in there, promote it, do what you have to do. And I understand that. And again, it'll pick up. Someone may hear it later and say, what's this song? It could be a year later, it could be 2 years later down the line that could
Yeah.
really blow it up,
Yeah.
Well,
You know, Bleed Up was like a 5 or 6 year old song
right,
before it blew up.
right, right,
A
right,
lot of
right, right,
a lot of people didn't know that. You know, she cut that song like 5 or 6 years ago,
right,
Wow.
and you know,
right,
it blew up,
right.
and it took her career to a whole nother level.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
it's a learning process, and you know, with music, you never know what's going to stick.
Right.
Right.
You know, so you just
Just keep,
even though we feel it's good, it's
yeah,
still
Right.
the people that
all about the
support that.
people.
Yeah, if they supporting it and pushing it, they'll give it a whole nother life that you didn't even
You didn't even
expect.
expect. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, and
definitely.
that's one thing I learned, and that's why I love doing shows with the elite people like the Frankie Beverleys
Mm-hmm.
and Charlie Wilsons. Frankie said he sat me down one day and
Right.
he said, "Lavelle, don't focus on being famous."
Hmm.
He said, "Cause famous come and go, but when you get a connection with your fans, they'll keep you working forever."
Wow.
You know,
And
and
you see him and you see them.
he said I never won a Grammy,
Mm.
but I'm selling out everywhere I go. Even to this day, he still sells out.
Yeah, of
You
course.
know,
Yeah, definitely. When you see that relevance and in music, and because you're feeling it, and that's what we say when we're doing promotion and we're doing events. We think about the people because without the people, you're nothing.
you nothing.
So you have to listen to the people. You have to put out what they want. They're your worst critics. So
Absolutely,
you have to
absolutely,
listen to that. You have to
absolutely.
go back, and sometimes we have to. My 3 R's is rethink, regroup, and refocus to see
Right.
what we need to do and where we need to be. And oftentimes you say music is a tough thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you're not connect, most times we're not connected to music. Big
Yep.
music gurus anymore in record companies. So now everybody is independent artists and they're trying to push it out. And thanks to social media, it allows you to push yourself out there. There we go again with
Yep.
that word push.
Yeah.
Push.
Push
Something about that push.
something
Push.
about it. You
There's
know,
something about it.
it's like a storm. A storm don't last always.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, you
Yes.
about ready to preach, ain't you? Better get
Amen.
the. I mean,
Amen.
if you want to go ahead and get that first solo out the way right now, I'm listening to you.
Amen.
Cause I used to hang with the Candy Spirituals, and I mean, my mother was a gospel artist.
Hmm.
Hey, I'm not afraid of it. I done that quartet myself.
I know I heard you. I heard it when you first started singing. I was like, that boy used to sing gospel.
Absolutely. And still
See,
do gospel.
right, right, right. And I bet
How?
that radio station that picked you up in Memphis. 'Cause I used to live in Memphis, and I've been out here 3 years. Would probably be 101.
It probably was. I know
Yeah, I know those people
it's
down
going
there.
crazy.
Yeah, I used to work there, so I know them. So they
Okay.
they they know good music.
Yeah.
So when is your first show, your actual show?
I mean, I've been touring and doing shows pretty much everywhere. I just got back. We just did Arizona, me and Anthony Hamilton. Uh, Stephanie Mills was on that show. Then we left Arizona that Friday and had to be in Miami with Babyface, Fantasia, Plies, 69 Boys, Life Jennings. It was a big festival.
Okay.
So yeah, I've been out doing shows and stuff like that.
Any Vegas dates do you know of?
Nothing as of now, but we putting everything together, and I'm ready to go everywhere.
Okay. Well, like we say, we can talk off air and see what we can do about you coming here to Vegas, because Vegas have a lot of. We're waiting. We want to hear you. We big on concerts here. We love concerts. We love
Hey, I'm
music.
ready to give it to you.
Yeah. So Stretch, somehow he got disconnected, but we're gonna keep talking for a second. I know I'm not gonna hold you because you're a busy person, and we
Hey.
are so delighted to have you. For me, I don't know why I keep, the spirit just always tells me something, and I'm like, push, push, push. Can you give me a little of that push? I'm feeling push. Can you give me a little bit of that? I know you're always ready. You got to stay ready.
It just simply say, you gotta push through, no matter what you go through. You gotta push through. Don't worry, don't give up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Sicardi come in and do his thing, but it's just basically saying no matter what you go through, you push through.
And of course you lean onto God for any and everything. You must do that.
And that's the thing. That's we're human, so we have to. It's sometimes it's easier said than done. Because even when you feel like you're doing everything right, and as God would have you to do, we still run across trials and tribulations, and we and I'm a firm believer of not just asking God to do something for me without putting the work in, but then sometimes it's not for us to do the work for God. If we saying whatever His will is, we fight.
Not my will, but Thy will.
Yeah, because we pushing for something, and that's not His. We're praying whatever His will is, but we're pushing for something totally different. So sometimes our blessings is not denied; it's just delayed.
Yes,
because of we're in the way. So at that point, it's when we learn to really let go and trust Him. Still continue to push, but allow Him to do what He do.
And that's what been probably, I know that's been the basis of your success, because your strong relationship with God. If you don't have that, you don't have anything.
Now
so
you don't have
to have a strong relationship with God in order to get you to the next level in life. And you have to do everything according to God in order to make it. And most of us, we get in front of our own self and in our own way.
Right.
And that's when you say push. Oh no, I need to push. But sometimes we need to push away.
There you go.
So I am so excited for what's to come for you. We are excited that you took this interview. I reached out to you and I said I wanted to interview. I normally been interviewed maybe on Mondays, but we took it on Thursday because I asked you and you answered, and I appreciate that.
Absolutely, and thank you all for and that's the thing, not just with music, but as an artist, as a person, we have to be careful of you guys' time as well. Y'all don't have to reach out to us and give us this platform. So no matter how big or small it is, I'm appreciative for all of it, you know. And when we get back to just the small things, the big things always come.
Amen.
Let me ask him this question. Is it, I got to say this for myself. My mom and grandmother, some of those folks are gone on home. So is your family still around? Your immediate family, mom, dad?
Mom and dad is still around. Grandparents are gone. Which I am a grandma and grandpa's baby. I was pretty much raised by my grandparents. I was their first grandchild, so I was the spoiled child as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, a lot of things I get called old young soul because
Mm-hmm.
of my upbringing. You know,
Right.
and it's one of those things where you actually see um, the change. You know, you see how our youth is today and how I came up. It was a totally different situation.
So you actually a country boy like me.
You can say that.
I'm from Arkansas.
Yeah, you can say that, you know, because
Okay.
I say an old saying, man, I'm hotter than fish grease. They say,
See that right there. That's what
where
I'm
that
talking
come
about.
from? You know, so you know, all those good old sayings and stuff like that, man. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, you have to appreciate the upbringing.
Absolutely.
That's the only way that would keep us leveled. And this generation after us don't even have a clue because we're in a techno. Everybody's on social media, everybody on their phones. It's like, do we pay attention? Have that interpersonal skills that we are missing. The social skills are gone.
Yeah.
And that connection, that one-on-one, that personal. And when we do these interviews, it makes it personal.
Right.
Although you're there and we're here, and sometimes we have live people in the studio, but it's just personal.
Yeah.
And that's what's missing.
Yeah. I love it. You know, I love it.
Yeah.
So are you a greens, cornbread, beans eating? I mean, I asked the other question.
Well, I mean, you forgot the hot water cornbread.
How about the cornbread? Yeah, that right there. And the hot sauce and all that.
Absolutely. Little
That's what I'm
vinegar in
talking.
the greens, you know.
That's what. But you can pick them up like this. And just
Absolutely.
okay. I just want to make sure.
Turnip or mustard, you know.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. I got to ask about them greens. I love greens.
Yeah, a little turkey meat in there. We out of
See
there.
what I'm talking
We
about?
ask everybody about the greens.
Because if I come to your concert and y'all ain't serving greens, I'm getting on stage. I'm gonna talk a lot of.
Hey, that's me.
So we look forward to seeing you. We're going to make our way out there to the concert July the 1st. We're going to work on, see if we can get here to get you here to Las Vegas. What audience size are you interested in? Are you intimate? Do it matter?
It don't matter. It could be, 200-300. It could be 5,000. It could be 10,000. It don't matter.
2 or 3 are gathered together.
Hey, I treat it all the same.
Okay.
Now is it more women than men, right? More women than men. I'm just saying. I'm just,
But the ladies drag their date. We bring our dates with us.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
we have fun. We have fun in my shows. I don't, I'm like Charlie. I don't call it a show. We have parties. We have fun. We engage and, we rekindle love and all that type of stuff.
And your song Fell in Love is a wedding song. I've been seeing a lot of people. Have you been getting that?
Yeah, well, actually it was I want to say it was in the top 2 or 3. Because they had a chart for the most wedding song, and it was like it was either number 1 or number 2.
Yeah, I can see that. See that. All right, so give us your information so we can put that out there where people can reach you, your website, your social media handles.
Well, my website is just LEVELLE.com. That's LEVELLE. B as in boy.com. All my social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, is just LEVELLE BKC. That's LEVELLE. The letter B as in boy, KC. You can hit me on either one of those, and let's connect. Go follow me so you guys can stay up on everything that's going on and what's to take place.
We definitely will stay on top. And again, we're going to try to make our way. We're going to make our way. Because he knows I'm going to give you that more fan. Now you're number one fan. So,
well, and I tell you, if y'all don't make it to Chicago, we going to link up somehow. Y'all know how to get in touch with me.
Yeah.
Let's stay in touch. And
we family now. We always tell our guests we're family over here.
And whatever we can put together, we'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen. Yeah, because I'm waiting on a new song.
Okay, Only If?
No. I fell in love with catfish and hot sauce. That new song right there. I fell in love with catfish and hot sauce.
Okay. I'll be done made something up like that now.
I know you will.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, Only If, we'll go on there and be playing that on our radio station.
Okay, I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you once again, LEVELLE, for tuning in to Hot 89.1 FM WSLS, hosted by me, Antonita LESHAE, and DJ Stretch. You have to excuse my voice. I'm having a throat issue. It's the allergies. I left the Midwest and came back to Vegas, so it's like the weather is something. But you take care. God bless you and much success.
Y'all too now, and let's stay in touch.
Definitely.
All right, we will. Let me do this before you go.
Do something before
let me do it.
1 second.
I want.
How many lovers in the building tonight? Yeah. Let me ask you a question. How many of you remember the first time you fell in love? For your listening pleasure tonight, make some noise for LEVELLE featuring Anthony Hamilton. This is called For the Love.
I never will forget the day. Love. I kept rehearsing all the words I would say.
All right, that's enough. That's enough.
I just said that.
Keep singing.
I was nervous, but still I had to get it out.
And
hey, girl, here you go. I gotta let you know that it's amazing how you make me feel. Oh, I never let you go. We gonna be invincible. To my surprise, he said that's how I feel. And
Sing it for us.
The earth stood still. When we fell in love, that's when my life found purpose. When we fell in love, I knew that I was done with searching.
That's enough right there. That's enough.
I was trying to give you some background, but I'm getting feedback. See, you know what?
That's enough, cause the women are looking, and my computer getting wet. So.
This is what you can do online. Unedited.
I'm just saying.
Hey, I really mean what I do. I feel
that's
it.
What's up.
No, don't you be out there making no babies.
No. I'm done with that.
Okay.
All right, again, LEVELLE, thank you once again for tuning in to Hot 89.1 FM, the Truth Now Talk Show.
Yeah. Give it up for LEVELLE. He doing his thing, man. Y'all give it up to him. He did his thing. I like that LEVELLE. He just regular old country boy. That's what I'm talking about. Just old country boy. I'm gonna say it again. Hold on. He's just old country boy. That's all I can tell you. Let's get up out of here, man.
right, y'all.
All right, baby, we gotta go. Peace out.
All right, y'all. Be blessed.
All right, later.
All right.
All right. Man, the bell gone. Let's get out of here. I gotta go. We gotta get out of here. You guys hit us up tomorrow. Tell you what you thought about the interview. And that's all I can tell you, baby. Peace.
To one of the best internet radio stations around. You're listening to
Hot 89.1.